Hello everyone, hope you're all well and welcome to another video. So I was checking the games that are being played at the moment outside of the Premier League just to see what's going on in the other leagues and all of that. And I figured out that tomorrow and on Wednesday the Champions League semi-finals are being played. So let's make a video about that. Let's preview the games and let's see what's happening in the Champions League. So as my internet connection goes out, of course. So as you can see on the screen, the two semi-finals for the Champions League are Real Madrid versus Manchester City and surprisingly AC Milan versus Inter Milan. Now the first one I believe everyone expected and are super excited to watch it and see what happens. And the second one, I don't think there is one person in the world who would have predicted Milano derby in the Champions League semi-final. Derby della what was the name? I can't remember. Derby della Milanese or something like that. So it feels weird, to be honest. It feels like 2010, but I'm very happy that Milan and Inter are playing in the Champions League semi-finals. I think this will be, for me, it's a very exciting game and I can't wait to watch it because I like Italian football. I've watched a lot of Italian football in the past and I'm super happy that there will be Italian team in the Champions League's final. So let's start with this game, AC Milan versus Inter. And to be honest, both of these teams had somewhat of an easier running into the semifinals. Inter especially, Inter played against the two Portuguese teams. So first they played against Benfica and then against Porto. So two easier fixtures, but they still deserve to be here, I would say. And Milan also, they had an easy running as well. They played Spurs, Tottenham Hotspurs first, and then they played Napoli and surprised everyone because everyone thought Napoli could potentially win the Champions League, but it was not to be. And both of these teams have had a similar season in the Italian Serie A. They are at the similar spot. They have almost the same amount of points and are fighting for the fourth spot at the moment for next season's Champions League. Now, this season they played two games against each other, and Inter won both of those games without conceding a goal. So the first one was a 1-0 win for Inter and then a 3-0 win as well. So Inter have been the better side this season when these two teams have played, and they are super solid defensively. They don't concede that many goals, and I expect these two games to be low-scoring games. I can see the first game potentially finishing something like maybe 0-0 or a narrow 1-0 win either for AC Milan or Inter Milan. Let's talk about the injuries. So there are not uh, that many important injury concerns before this game. There is one for AC Milan, and that's Rafael Leao. He could potentially be injured for the first game, but it's not confirmed yet. So I wish, I wish he's not. I wish he's ready for this game because he's a very good player. I like him a lot, and I would like him to show everyone what he has in this game. But even if he does miss the first game, he should be back for the second one. Now, my prediction, like I said, is that these two games will be low scoring games but still very exciting because it's a derby, and it's very exciting especially for the older generation, for people that have watched Serie A in the past. Serie A was probably the 20-30 years ago, I would say it was the most popular league, probably together with the Premier League in the world. So yeah, my prediction for this two games or for this draw is that Inter Milan is going to go through. I think they are the better team with slightly better attackers and a very solid defense, like I mentioned. And I think they will end up going to the final, but it will be a close game. And let's say the first game, I predict it will be a draw, either a 0-0 or a 1-1, and then the second game I slightly favor Inter, and I think they will play in this season's Champions League final. Now let's move to the second game, definitely the more exciting game, the game that everyone wants to watch and are talking about. It's the Real Madrid versus Manchester City. I would say it's the final before the final, that's for sure. And both of these teams had a harder run into the semifinals. They played teams like Bayern Munich and Chelsea and PSG, so they definitely were in the harder part of the table of the draw. And I would say both of them deserve to be in this semifinal. Uh, let's start with City. It has to be said that City are probably in the best form in the world right now. They are arguably the best team at the moment. They seem to score lots of goals. But they also concede goals here and there. Defensively, they are not that great. And Real, on the other hand, they are dropping points in the La Liga, and they will definitely lose the title this season, that's for sure. But still, it's Real Madrid, and in the Champions League, something different happens with this team that a lot of people can't explain. Even when they are playing bad in the Champions League, something changes, and all of a sudden, all of their players look amazing. Karim Benzema scores hat tricks for fun. Luka Modric looks like the best creative player in the history of the game. The defensive players look solid, so that's what you're gonna get from Real Madrid in the Champions League. Now, like I mentioned, City tend to concede lots of goals from small amount of chances, and Real Madrid will get loads of chances. That's for sure. So that's a worry for City. In these two games, there are no major injury concerns for both teams. Only Nathan Ake will probably miss the first game and maybe even the second one for City. But other than that, both teams are pretty much full and ready. Now, last year, if you remember, these two teams played head to head as well, and Real Madrid in two amazing games managed to go through and win. One of the games finished 4-3 for City when Manchester City played at home, and then it was a 3-1 win for Real Madrid, so a total of 6-5 score, which saw Real Madrid go through. Now, Manchester City are a team that's known for choking in the Champions League, I have to say, and I have a weird feeling that this season this will happen as well. Now, I think these two games will be high-scoring games, just like last season. Maybe not 6-5 aggregate score, but I could see 3 or 4 goals in both of these games. The first game, Real Madrid played home. I think the first game could potentially be maybe like a 1-1 or a close 2-1 win to Real Madrid, so a lower scoring game. And then the second one I expect to have lots of goals. And my prediction for this game, for this draw, is that Real Madrid is going to go through. It's going to shock everybody. Everyone expects City to win every single trophy this season, including the Champions League. But I still think that Real Madrid will deliver this season again, like last season, and will shock everyone, and will find a way to eliminate Manchester City. But it's going to be a very interesting game, and make sure you watch it. I will make sure to be that for both of these games as well. And yeah, that's my prediction for this season's Champions League semifinals. Like I said, I predict that Inter Milan is going to be in the final, and also I predict that Real Madrid will find a way to stop City and or I should say, to outscore City and go through to the finals and probably win the Champions League one more time and prove that they are all in all the best team in the history of football, in the history of the Champions League. And I think that is going to happen, and yeah, that's my prediction. So thank you guys for watching this video. Let's see if I am correct or not. Let's see if I get the scores close, maybe not perfect, but hopefully it will be close to my predictions. And yeah, let's enjoy the games together tomorrow and Wednesday as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Goodbye.